Welcome to the 2025 Twin Cities Film Fest, brought to you by Stearns Bank. I'm Sarah McPeck, joining you from the red carpet at Marcus West End Cinema with two amazing people from the movie Premarital. Please introduce yourselves.
Hi there, I'm Meredith Thomas, and I play the matriarch of the lovely Broken Family in Premarital.
And I'm Ebony Hurr, and I was the production designer.
Now, I find it interesting that you say broken family because truly there was a hemorrhage in the relationship. There was a divorce, but this family seemed like they had their stuff together. How did that come across so well?
First of all, I have to give props to our producer, one of our lead actors who you spoke to earlier, Mark, who put the cast together. Mm-hmm. So he called on a lot of people that he'd worked with in the past, and then they had a hard time finding, I guess, my role, and he put a call into a casting director in Los Angeles, and I was the name that came about. And I had actually worked with Jim about over a decade ago on an independent with him, and the second I saw Jim was on board, I was like, yes, I want to play his wife. And really it was just our working title was Midwestern Family, and from the moment we all sat down at the dinner table together, we were a family. It just came that naturally to us.
I think that really shows on film. Truly it does. And you were part of making this film look so gorgeous. Can you tell us what you did and how this came about?
Sure. Well, my job was to pull everything out of our director, Robert Ingram's head, and clean it up a bit. And really, we wanted to make something beautiful and had a definite color palette and. But we also wanted it to feel really authentic and feel like the Midwest. So and then that was sometimes challenging when we had these bombshell
She's very kind.
actresses. I remember we were waiting, like, who's gonna play Patricia? And it was the day before, and I was like, can she bring clothes? And Meredith was amazing, and we were so lucky, and our locations were amazing, and the churches that we were able to be in were so generous and so amazing, and everything kind of just fell into place to fit with what we wanted. And I got the job of just being like, ooh, well, let's like punch those yellows, bring in our color story, but also keep it really authentic. And I'm thrilled with how it came out.
You'll notice the basement scene when you watch it, and I'll tell your story because we, it's an independent film, and we had a big ensemble cast, so we're all staying in different places in the house. And Ebony had the task of making a pretty much barren basement look like a lived-in basement for a family of 5 children. And when you see that and you see what she did there, I mean, it's amazing that you absolutely believe that this is their home. This is and often in indie films, little details like that get left out because of money or just time. And I can tell you, as being in a lot of indie films, that you will not see a costume that doesn't work. You won't see a prop that looks inauthentic. We were just really, really lucky that we had such an amazing team. People came in from Chicago, people came in from LA, called on a lot of friends. Luckily, our director is from the Midwest, so called on a lot of favors, and the result was just such an amazing labor of love.
Yeah.
Well, it really came across so beautiful, like family. Even though the stakes were so high in this film, I didn't feel like I was holding my breath. Like, I felt like I knew this was going to end well, but I didn't know what the ending was going to be.
All the characters' hearts are in the right place.
Yeah.
Like, all the characters lead with love, and they may have different views and expressions of how they love, but they all lead with love, and I think that's why it's just so joyful and funny, very funny. I'm partial, but Jim O'Hare funny.
Absolutely.
Well, if you want to make religion and and premarital relationships funny, watch this movie, Premarital. Fantastic cast and crew. My name is Sarah McPeck, joining you from the red carpet. Thank you for tuning in to the 2025 Twin Cities Film Fest, brought to you by Stearns Bank.